Welcome to Amazon Tunnel. We have some clowns here. We have John Slow playing in the green as the Japanese up against Mac Luffy, who he's an entertaining player. I remember several games that I've casted involving this guy. He brings the entertainment, and we have him playing as the Byzantines. Now, Amazon Tunnel. Let's zoom out. Let's take a look at the map. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're in the Amazon rainforest. You're cut off from everyone. And there's just a tunnel between you and your opponent. The fighting is going to be over the center area, and this central area really matters. Let's see. And zoom about where I want it. If you think about the central area, you have golds, stones, and 4 relics. 5 relics, and all 5 relics. This central area really decides the game. And John Slow, he's taking control of the central area. Quick walling it even. Making sure that Mech Luffy cannot take the central area. Now, this is not the end of the game. Mech Luffy, he's pushing in deer. Mech Luffy knows that this is what John Slow is going to do. Mech Luffy is going to do his best to take control of this central area at some point in this game. But instead of taking it early, he's planning on taking it in a few minutes here. Amazon Tunnel, nice little map. You've got berries, you've got 3 boar, you've got your deer patch, you've got your normal sheep. So very resource-laden map for you. You've got spare wood lines even in the middle of your base, and then obviously plenty of wood out around. You've got some tigers here and there to worry about. McLuffy brings in a boar. John Slow looks like using up his turkeys and gonna need to bring in a boar, and doing so right now. So pretty similar gameplay from both of them. John Slow hasn't yet really scouted his base, and he's gonna head back and do so. He's got his villager heading back. John Slow is a villager behind, already has loom. Probably started off getting loom for potential villager fights in the center. Whereas Mech Luffy, he started off by pushing deer in, so he wasn't really interested in vill fighting. He was interested in getting his eco rolling. From our Byzantine player, I think we are probably going to see some feudal aggression, take control of the center in the feudal age, and put the pedal on from there. I think from John Slow, we're going to see him hanging out in Dark Age and looking for the fast castle. Now, am I right about that? Who knows? But that type of really pushing in the deer and focus, heavy food focus, tells me feudal age is probably on the cards. Mech Luffy is looking like he's going to be walling up his base as well. Probably a good thing. Even if you're the one planning on being aggressive, you don't want your opponent just deleting his wall and running in when you don't expect it. So, you want to wall up yourself, just in case. John Slow now pushing in the deer. Maybe. John Slow pushing in the deer. Getting that food in. He maintains that one villager behind position from not being... from getting loom. And yeah. Worried about the drush even, so quick walling that up. I've played this map one time, and let me tell you, it did not go well. So, not a map I am experienced with. John Slow using the little TC trick, nicely done. He's got so much food underneath his town center right now collecting. Very impressive amount of food underneath his town center. All hunt as well. Mech Luffy closing in on enough resources to go up to the next stage, but not doing so quite yet. So this looks like a fast castle from both. Instead, we actually have John Slow looking at feudal aggression, potentially, and Mech Luffy going for the fast castle. Definitely going for the fast castle, otherwise he would already be up. John Slow not going for the castle age, otherwise he would be on some gold. He's going to stone, and look at that little cheeky little mining camp, taking both stone mines together. And that's what we like to see. So another villager being sent out to the central mining camp. I think we're going to see men-at-arms and towers. No barracks yet, though. Just towers? I'm just confused about this villager on stone. It's got to be towers, right? And yeah, fast castle looking time here for McLuffy. Is going to go ahead and drop the barracks, though, which is not normally something you're going to add for a fast castle. And John Slow, not really adding anything. I think he's just going to add a tower here and play it super defensive, and it's eco booming in the feudal age. Weird stuff. But like I said, I don't know the meta on this map. It's hard to know what to expect. And yeah, we got an outpost coming down here for John Slow. And I think we're going to see stone walls being added. So John Slow wanted to get to the feudal age to add the stone walls. Okay. So McLuffy then, he's not going to be making any sort of units. And beautiful symmetry there. 2 tiles off the gold mine, adding the outpost on both sides inside the stone wall, and then the stone wall behind that, allowing the vision that he wants. Got a stable market play coming down for McLuffy, who does just about have the resources to get to the castle age. McLuffy, I like the play that he's done a little bit more. However, John Slow has secured this all-important middle area. 5 relics, remember, that's 5 relics. That's a spare gold and stone, and this gold is not secured for either player. Got stone walls then coming down for McLuffy. So I would expect some earlier castle push from McLuffy to try and get this area back. You really just don't want to play this whole game without this central area. You do kind of need to have this central area at some point. John Slow now getting his eco sorted, has double bit axe, wheelbarrow, no horse collar for either player. Double bit axe and horse collar not in yet for McLuffy. Getting horse collar in, beautiful timing. All of those farms finishing immediately after horse collar. Well done on that. That explains why he got it first, to get all that extra wood. That was the better wood investment there. John Slow looking at using the market. He's going to be heading up here in just a moment. He's got the market, he's got the blacksmith, he's got a house, and he's going to be heading up a few villagers ahead now, but he's going to be behind villagers pretty soon. John Slow on the way to the castle age. McLuffy 20 seconds out. What I love about John Slow's play is that as soon as he gets to the castle age, he can build a monastery back here even and grab all 5 relics, and that's going to be like an extra 2.5 villagers or so, I feel like. So he can sort of make up that eco a little faster than you would think just by grabbing relics, because he is going to be behind in villagers pretty quickly. McLuffy adding the first town center, probably going to be spending some gold to add another town center right there. We'll see. Actually, it doesn't have the stone because of the stone wall. John Slow, he's gonna have the stone. He's got villagers on stone. Interesting stuff. So stuck on 1 extra town center for now until he gets the stone in his McLuffy. And he's got the gold. If I were him, I would be spending that gold on economy. The gold's just sitting in your bank. You don't want resources that you're not using. You want your resource bank to be as near 0 at all times as possible, unless you're getting ready for an upgrade or going up to the next stage. Because you want to be using your resources efficiently. Resources sitting in your bank are not being used efficiently. You need those resources being put into churning out more resources. All right, just like real world economics, people who make the most money are those who are leveraging their money. They're leveraging their money. John Slow, he didn't need eco, turns out, because he is going Monastery, Siege Workshop, and he's going to be trying to push. Now, I think red here, McLuffy, should really have... He really needs to have outposts. You really just should have outposts in this map. The Monk coming out for John Slow, and we're going to see probably a Mangonel coming out as well. The Mangonel allows him to sit back and blast away at those walls in perfect safety. Blacksmith being added by McLuffy. Still just on 2 town centers, still 540 gold sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and he's heavy on it. Alright, I'm interested to see what he's planning with this gold, because he's heavy on gold for no apparent reason. It's going to be siege from both players, but the relics getting pulled in here for John Slow. And that's what you want to see. Two relics in, so he is behind by 6 villagers. Trying to make that up a little bit here, but that's only going to get worse. With just 1 town center up against the 2, McLuffy will have a substantial eco lead. He's going for the Monastery defense, and John Slow already on the way to the Imperial Age. Nicely done by John Slow, so it was a fast imp. It's going to be a very good timing here. 20 minutes, so 23 minutes he's going to be up. And he's going heavy into the monks. A second monastery coming out. And a castle going to be dropped down very soon. Whereas McLuffy, that is why he's stacking up gold. He's also on the way to the Imperial Age. It just, I don't know, felt odd to me. Still, I still feel like it was odd. The timing of it was, I guess, just perfect. Didn't seem just perfect to me. Redemption coming in to make these monks able to convert the siege. University probably down somewhere back at home for John Slow. No university down. So the university coming down. Gonna want that. You really want a university in this to make buildings a little stronger. To make things a little bit more defensible. But Redemption's going to be in 4 seconds. Starts the conversion early. Doesn't go ahead for it, though. Clicks away. Should have kept the conversion going on that scout and then turned it and then just snapped onto that mangonel. You get that early conversion. John Slow reinforcing the walls. John Slow building the forward castle. Nicely done. Going to be up to the Imperial Age. 20 seconds and 1 minute and 20 seconds yet for McLuffy. So a little bit ahead, but the egos of these guys. 35 vills versus 48. Are you kidding me? No wonder we're seeing triple monastery out of John Slow. Single monastery for McLuffy. For our Byzantine player, not sure what his plan is, but he has so much more eco that he's going to have a lot more options. Fervor, lots of monk techs coming in for John Slow. He loves his monk techs. Block printing and theocracy coming in as well. Block printing adds the range. Theocracy? I don't know. Castle coming in the back here for McLuffy. Nice position, very defensible. He'll be able to make trebs and push forward. The first trebuchet is out for John Slow. And all the monk techs, illumination, atonement. So we're going to see crossbows on the other side. I like that. The Arb play, very good against the monks. Trebuchet is beginning to fire. It's able to range that siege workshop. Now, one thing that the Byzantines have that I do not believe the Japanese do, bombard cannon. Massive difference. University coming down for that technology of chemistry. A little bit late, might say, but coming down for that tech. We're going to see the monks coming in very soon. We got the archer ranges now producing the crossbowmen with Bodkin, so they're going to be effective right off the bat. Arb's going to take a while to come in with the expensive techs currently. Siege Workshop down. University is up, but we're seeing a resource deficit. Both players are struggling to have any sort of resources. Chemistry going to be coming in here before long, though. That's the point of that university being here. So I'd say chemistry. Yep, boom, chemistry. Next on the docket. The scout is in, going to be looking around, seeing what he can see. And what he can see is not a whole lot of military yet. Going to run into the castle, and that scout's dead. So the archery ranges... Ooh, did he see that? Spotted the archery range. Massive that he saw that. That's a lot of monks. Right now, there are enough monks to be a problem. And the other thing I like here, I want to see towers. When you don't have an economy, I want to see Yasama towers. Why not? You don't have an economy. Build the towers. He's just repairing. Trebuchets going for the castle. Going straight in on the crossbows. Getting conversions on all sorts of things with these monks. And trying to take out the castle. If this castle falls, it's going to be a little awkward for our Byzantine player. Chemistry's in, but there's no other siege workshop as of yet. It's not coming down anywhere. Market being added. That castle's down. Now the Treb's going to go down as well. Again, I still think some towers, and you can add Yasama and turn them into some pretty nice towers as you have the resources. Allows you to get some pretty effective positioning in. John Slow is just showing us why he is the clown of clowns. You know, he's not the best player on Clown Legion. He's not going to win all the tournaments, but he's just so legendary. The way he plays, the speed that he plays at, and the fact that he just makes it work. And more monasteries being added by John Slow. Madman. Just full monks. And it's gonna work? Really seems like it's gonna work, but we got Bracer and Ballistics coming in. This TC is gonna go down. Even the Byzantine buildings can't hold up to this barrage of trebuchet blasts. Alright, the crossbows coming in. They're going to start sniping down the monks. A few of them get converted. How does this go? And yeah, the monks are forced to run away. More monks coming in. Conversions coming in. The trebuchets firing on the crossbows. I do like that. If they hit, they're one-shot killing them. So it's always worth it to try. Mangonels thought about coming in, decided against it. We do have a 70 to 50 eco lead for McLuffy, so if he ever manages to hold this, to stave this off, to kill the trebuchets, he's got a massive eco lead. No military for John Slow, no military production, no barracks even for the man. No, the man has not even made a barracks. He's just been going for, well, wow. Yeah, he knew what he wanted all game long. Scorpions being added, and I think that does it. McLuffy fighting with villagers. He's got extras. He figures he might as well fight with them. And this is nuts. Scorpions out. Villagers fighting with monks and scouts. Crossbows changing sides back and forth. Monks changing sides back and forth. Villagers fighting. Beating up old men. That's kind of rude, alright? It seems a little bit rude to just go punch old men, but the old men are converting your military, and then your military turns on you. And the scorpions are out. The crossbows. Now more crossbows for... No, not more crossbows for John Slow. He only has 3, and we do have well, yeah, crossbow numbers just about even. Nobody has any. Villager numbers now in favor of John Slow. That's the game. John Slow just dropping the TC. Get out of my game. I'm taking your TC locations. I'm taking your town. I'm taking your villagers. I'm taking your army. crossbow numbers, not there. Not there at all. Monk numbers are pretty low, but they're just being produced at such a clip. 31 villagers on gold for John Slow. He knew what he wanted to do, and he did it. More and more archery ranges being added, and McLuffy not going out of this game. He says, no, I will not lose this way. You will have to defeat me. Does not want to go away. But it's over now. It's over. My friend, you've lost. Let's face it. There's no coming back from this position. It is over. Resign or be defeated. I think we're going to see the resign too. I think we got to see the GG. And yeah, more vills being pulled. Down to 40 villagers is McLuffy. He hasn't been producing them in a long time. No TZs. John Slow, he's adding town centers now. He in his opponent's base, of course. 63 villagers now, getting up there. McLuffy down to 30. 29 workers. He's got a few crossbows, but it's just, he doesn't even have as many crossbows. Barely has the same number of crossbows as there are scorpions on the field. Scorpions blasting away at the monks, converting them. Trebuchets destroying everything, and the GG's called. McLuffy takes the L on this one. John Slow with the military, better KD, but really the story, 27 conversions and 0 units lost in that. So 33 conversions. Army high of 26, and most of those would be monks. Economy, you can see McLuffy had the better eco. Even with that ending sequence, had the better eco. John Slow, that 22-33 imp timing and full monk play with Japanese. John Slow never got to the villagers that McLuffy had. And how does he do it with 26 APM? He did all that monk play with 26 APM. Wild. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like. If you want to see some more, consider subscribing. If not, that's all right. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.